This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, we talk about motorcycle safety as more and more riders take to the streets with the warmer weather. Thank you for watching FYI News 13 on SSPTV and SSPTV.com. I'm Ken Kara, and let's check out our Tuesday headlines from FYI News 13 and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. The man responsible for an October threat that closed down the Schuylkill County Courthouse and schools was sentenced this morning in county court. Todd Donor of Pine Grove will serve 30 to 60 months for the October 14th phone call making terroristic threats. Donor, who is currently in SCI Camp Hill on unrelated charges, was sentenced by video conference by Judge Jim Goodman. Today's sentence will be served consecutive to his current sentence. The city of Hazleton is awaiting word on a ruling that will determine whether or not it will have to pay $2.8 million in legal fees. The money is being sought by the plaintiffs who challenged Hazleton's immigration laws. A federal judge will decide what, if anything, the city owes and when it would have to be repaid. The close to $3 million is being sought by the American Civil Liberties Union, Latino Justice PRLDEF, and the Philadelphia law firm of Cozen O'Connor. The groups were successful in their challenge of Hazleton's Illegal Immigration Relief Act, which never was enforced. Officials worry that if the money would have to be repaid, how would it have to be repaid? The big question would then be whether it would have to be paid in a lump sum or in payments. In that case, the city would have to opt for Act 47, which would declare it financially distressed, a designation which neighboring West Hazleton recently overcame. Act 47 is a state program which allows municipalities to restructure debt. Hazleton Mayor Joe Iannuzzi calls the legal fees exorbitant, saying that the city had 5 lawyers in the case while the plaintiffs had 43. Representatives for both sides failed to agree to a settlement when they appeared before a federal magistrate in Harrisburg back in January. Hazleton's Illegal Immigration Relief Act was proposed by then Mayor Lou Barletta. Iannuzzi was a member of City Council at the time of its passage. One day after we honor our nation's fallen heroes, Congressman Lou Barletta has introduced legislation that would ensure that veterans buried in military cemeteries are truly eligible for the honor and have not been convicted of state or federal capital crimes. Named Birdie's Respect for National Cemeteries Act, the legislation is named for Pennsylvanian Bertha Birdie Smith. She was murdered by a man who was subsequently buried at Indiantown Gap National Cemetery in Pennsylvania. This is a photo of Congressman Barletta with Jackie Katz of California. She's the daughter of Birdie Smith. The legislation, supported by veterans of foreign wars, would also provide her killer's removal from that cemetery. Barletta says that our national military cemeteries are hallowed ground and they ought to be treated that way. George Emery Sipple was convicted of the 1969 capital murder of Birdie Smith outside a local storefront. He was later interred in the Indiantown Gap National Cemetery after his death in prison in 1999. Barletta says that despite his ineligibility under current law, Smith's family has been unsuccessful in petitioning for his disinterment. Memorial Day marked the unofficial start to summer. The warm weather also means the return of motorcycles to area roadways. This holiday weekend saw 2 fatal accidents involving motorcycles, one near Shikshini Sunday morning and a second fatal accident yesterday in Monroe County. FYI's Lisa Sugart has some advice to help keep motorists and cyclists safe this summer.
Well, this time of the year, plenty of traffic out there, and amongst that traffic are motorcycles, so caution is the word. Here to tell us how you can keep yourself safe and the motorcyclist safe as well is James May, the Regional Press Director for PennDOT. We often hear of terrible accidents involving motorcycles. We don't want to see that happening.
And there's certain responsibilities on the part of the motorcycle rider and certain responsibilities on the part of people who are in a car. If you're in a car, make sure that you're leaving extra space between you and the motorcycle. Make sure you're being extra cautious this time of year. You know, it's only one headlight coming down the road as opposed to 2 headlights with a car. So make sure that you're watching for those type of things. Also, the motorcycle rider has certain responsibilities to keep yourself safe. Obviously, it's not a law in Pennsylvania that you have to wear a helmet, but it's obviously a good, safe riding practice. So make sure that you're wearing a helmet, make sure that you're wearing reflective clothing that allow people to see you, make sure that you're wearing good clothing that cover up in case you would be in a crash. And one of the other things is that through our office, we do partner with a private organization. We offer a motorcycle safety program. You can go to PAMSP, that's Pennsylvania Motorcycle Safety Program, and get some information on that. Everybody I talk to that goes through that, they say it's just a really good program for those who are new riders or those who have been riding for a long time. It's interesting, some of the folks who have been riding for a long time come back and say, I've been riding for 20 years and I never realized that type of thing, or I learned something. So it's a really good program, PAMSP.com. You can get some information on our Pennsylvania Motorcycle Safety Program.
All right, well, very good advice for this time of the year. So keep your eyes open, be safe, and hopefully keep the motorcyclists safe as well.
Thanks, Lisa. A dispute over loud music resulted in an arrest for a Hazleton woman. 47-year-old Annette Etzel of Hazleton was arrested for terroristic threats, harassment, and disorderly conduct after police responded to the 900 block of North James Street on Saturday night for a report of a female pointing a gun at neighbors. According to police, Etzel pointed a BB gun at her neighbor and made threats of violence after a dispute over loud music. State police are looking for the person who stole and severely damaged a vehicle sometime between Friday and Saturday. State police at Troop N in Hazleton report that a 2000 Chevy Silverado was taken from Dolinsky's Tree Farm on Buck Mountain Road in Carbon County. It was found in an open area south of the Eckley Miners Village and it was severely damaged. Anyone with information is asked to call State Police at 570-459-3890. Well, it doesn't get more American than a Memorial Day parade down Main Street. Every year there's a parade on Main Street in Cunningham as residents gather to honor our past and present veterans. A number of local heroes rode around in fashion in this year's parade, and every year the parade is a reminder of what Memorial Day is all about.
It began as a day of remembrance for the soldiers of the Civil War, then was extended after World War I to include those who served in all wars.
The parade is hosted by the Cunningham Valley Civic Organization. There was also a Memorial Day service at Eagle Rock Resort. Carl Hedden sang the national anthem, and during the service, Daniel McBride read the Gettysburg Address. These were only two of many services and parades held all over our area to pay tribute to our veterans on Memorial Day. You'll have another opportunity to help a little girl who's stolen so many hearts locally. 1-year-old Aubrielle Marcy Cano has a rare form of meningitis and was given a 25% chance to live. She had to have both of her legs amputated below the knee, but she is alive and still fighting, and her family can use your help. There will be a golf tournament and benefit held at the Valley Country Club in Sugarloaf on Sunday, June 28th for Aubrielle. For more information, call the numbers on your screen or you can use the emails we have listed. Casey Grover and Casey Harry are organizing the event as part of their senior project at Weatherly Area High School. Local businesses are needed for whole sponsors. A free electronic recycling collection will take place this Saturday in Butler Township. The collection will be held from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. at the Butler Township Fire Hall in Drums. Items that will be accepted include answering machines, modems, printers, VCRs, video games, cell phones, laptops, televisions, and more. Items that will not be taken include air conditioners, batteries, and more. Pre-registration is required for 20 or more computers and or similar items. However, this collection is not available to electronic equipment dealers. For more information on this free electronic recycling collection, call 1-800-821-7654. Coming up on FYI, Lisa Sugart is coming back to give us some information about a new event being hosted by the American Cancer Society. And in sports, Wyoming Valley West won the District 2/4 championship over Hazleton area in baseball. We have highlights and reaction.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Each week at this time, we bring you a feature entitled Care for Kids, and this week we have information on a tasty event to benefit Brandon's Forever Home. Brandon's Forever Home is a nonprofit organization established to raise adoption and foster care awareness. The Brandon's Forever Home Chefs Academy is now open for business. Their monthly chef class starts on Saturday, June 20th at 2 p.m. Local chefs, both professional and amateur, volunteer to teach our Brandon's Forever Home children and supporters skills in the kitchen. The cost is just $15 for adults and $10 for children under the age of 12. All proceeds benefit Brandon's Forever Home. After the class, everyone will then eat dinner together. A class consists of 20 people maximum. For more information, check out the Facebook page for Brandon's Forever Home or log on to brandonsforeverhome.com, or you can call 570-926-5117.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
Summer is unofficially here, and it felt like summer today as we take a look at our forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight there's a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly before 1 a.m. Our low will be around 65 degrees. On our extended forecast on Wednesday, 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly after 9 a.m. The high will be 81 degrees. Wednesday night, 40% chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms, low of 65 degrees. Thursday, another 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms with a high of 81. Thursday night will be mostly cloudy. We'll get down to 61 degrees. On Friday, another chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy day with a high of 77 degrees. Friday night, mostly cloudy with a low around 63. Saturday, the clouds and a chance of rain stick around. 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy with a high of 83. And on Saturday night, 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Our low will be 62 degrees.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop on in for a cold treat including our ice cream and yogurt, or some hot food including our burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazelton. Treat yourself today.
A first-of-its-kind event will taking place in our area to honor those who are cancer survivors. And here to tell us all about this special event today, to my right is Jane Dougherty. She is the chair of the ACS's steering committee, and Pat Gorb is the ACS publicity chair. They're talking about the Cancer Survivor Celebration. Pat, this is the first ever Cancer Survivor Celebration. So tell us how this came about.
This is going to be a joint opportunity between the American Cancer Society Greater Hazelton Unit and the Hazelton Cancer Treatment Center. And it came about because June is National Survivors Month, and we want this to be a celebration of life for our cancer survivors and their families. You know, it's an opportunity for them to just get away from all the stress of that and just have a good time and celebrate and be aware of the fact that it is a celebration of life, you know, and that's something we really want to emphasize, and we want to honor them for all their efforts and, you know, all the things they have to do, and their families who are a part of this, and their caregivers.
I would think it also is a boost of support to be around people who are in the same situation, that they can kind of help each other.
Absolutely, they can help each other. You know, it's always easy to say if you haven't had to deal with cancer, you really do try to empathize and understanding. But it's so much better if you have someone who you know has been through it, and they really know what's going on, and it just can be, you know, just sit down, conversation can be absolutely wonderful.
Well, I think it's a wonderful idea. Jane, tell us all about the event and who's invited.
Absolutely. The event is Wednesday, June 17th. It's from 5 to 8 p.m. It's going to be at the Cancer Treatment Center, which is on East Broad Street in Hazelton. It's also the location of the American Cancer Society's Resource Center these days. You'll have an opportunity to see what we offer there. And, we're going to have a fabulous evening of fun. We're going to have a catered picnic, hot dogs, hamburgers, corn on the cob, snow cones, cotton candy. We have a magician coming, we have face painting, we'll have music, and it's just going to be a fun picnic type atmosphere.
And for anybody out there saying, am I invited, what do I have to do? What do they have to do?
You absolutely are invited. If you are a cancer survivor or a caregiver, everyone welcome. And all you have to do is call our local Cancer Society office, 570-459-1212. We do ask for some registration so we know how much food to prepare, but everyone is welcome.
All right, very good. This is the first ever Cancer Survivor Celebration, Food, Fun, and Hope, taking place again on June 17th at the Cancer Treatment Center. The rain date is June 18th, but they said they guarantee nice weather from 5 to 8. Please call and register today.
Thank you once again, Lisa. And before we go to break, here's your midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers. Pick 2, 1, 0, pick 3, 7, 7, 3, pick 4, 6, 9, 8, 0, and pick 5, 5, 9, 7, 8, 3. Your winning lottery numbers on FYI are brought to you by Boyer Insurance Agency with 2 locations to serve you. One is on Sugarloaf Avenue in Cunningham and the other is in Nescapec on Broad Street. You can call them in Cunningham at 570-788-3543 and in Nescapec at 570-752-7683. Sports is next with Hazleton area baseball highlights.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Wyoming Valley West won round 3 against the Hazleton area Cougars on Memorial Day at PNC Field. The Spartans got a TKO of the Cougars this season, beating them 3 times this year. And this win was for the District 2/4 Quad A Sub-Regional Championship. Let's take a look at their 4-1 win on Monday and a look back at the Cougars' great season. On April 13th, Hazleton area led Wyoming Valley West 4-0 after 4 innings. Spartan pitcher Bill Gregory allowed those runs. 3 of them were earned. Valley West came back to win that game 5-4. In 2 games against the Cougars since then, Gregory has pitched 14 innings and he only allowed 1 run and it wasn't earned. Getting credit for those 2 wins has to be nice. I'm sure Gregory also will take the Wyoming Valley Conference and District 2/4 Sub-Regional Championship that came with those 2 wins.
What's the secret? What did you do to beat Hazleton and limit them to only a few hits these past 2 years?
Good pitching will beat good hitting. And that's what we just did. Good pitching will beat good hitting.
When you say good pitching, what is the philosophy out there? I mean, what are you throwing? Or
just change your speeds, keeping it off the plate, and I don't want to give away all their secrets of how to hit the ball, but just keeping it off the plate and, hitting your spots, and you'll go out there and you'll have a good game against them. I won't say if you win or not, but you'll go out there and you'll have a good game against them.
As a senior, how good did it feel to win it here at PNC Park? And what did it feel like when it was all over to be on that mound? Were you on the bottom of the pile?
Yep, I was the one on the bottom of the pile. It's honestly, you can't really put it into words, because when that last out's made, it's like you actually did it and you finally accomplished something you've been trying to accomplish all season, and it's a big weight off of my shoulders.
Gregory says it's nice to know he doesn't have to get a bunch of strikeouts. He had 3 in the district championship game. Gregory knows that the ball can be put into play and that the defense behind him will take care of business. Hazleton area head coach Gino Carr was impressed by Spartan center fielder Justin Montaivo. The center fielder had 6 putouts in the championship game.
They made some plays. They made some nice plays in the outfield. Their center fielder made some great plays on some balls that, most high school center fielders aren't making. And that's a big difference in the game. But, at the end of the day, we had 3 hits. We had 3 hits, and that's, quite frankly, the only – you can't win a lot of baseball games with 3 hits, no matter what kind of pitching you have.
10 Hazleton area seniors will leave the program with a district gold medal from last year and a silver medal from this year.
10 years we've been together now. So to walk away now and say – that we didn't quite get to where we were hoping to get kind of sucks. But to come as far as we've come and get back to where we were here and come away with another medal, it just shows the amount of talent sitting on the bench and the amount of maturity that we have to get back to where we were and do as well as we did after such a successful season.
Well, I think most importantly, this group has definitely made it where Hazleton baseball is back. We're a contender every year, and this group was very instrumental in making that happen over the course of the last 7-8 years. I mean, that's really what I like to remember about it is we played a competitive, exciting baseball, and we did it all year long.
Some people enjoy a burger and some corn on the cob on Memorial Day. Since the Cougars have had a taste of district gold, they like playing baseball on that day. A standard has been set, and that's something the seniors can be proud of, and something the underclassmen will have to work toward continuing. Wyoming Valley West will play in the first round of the state playoffs on Monday against the District 3 runner-up. 3 more of our local teams are taking cracks at district championships tonight. We'll get to that in a moment. Our FYI standard speakers, schedules, and scoreboards are brought to you by Sand Springs Country Club Golf Course. Got one of those hard to shop for birthdays? A Sand Springs gift card is the perfect way to go. Good for golf, food, or Pro Shop merchandise? Call the Pro Shop at 570-788-5845 extension 1. for details. The Lady Cougar softball team is trying to defend their District 2/4 sub-regional championship. They'll play Williamsport coming out of District 4. That game started at 4 p.m. on Tuesday. We'll have reaction from this one tomorrow. This North Schuylkill softball team will play for a district championship in District 11 at the AA level. They take on Notre Dame Green Pond. The Lady Spartans are the number 4 seed. They beat the number 5 seed Northern Lehigh to get to the championship. Notre Dame Green Pond, they were the 8 seed. They topped top-seeded Tamaqua in the semifinals. We mentioned last week how the North Schuylkill baseball team made it to the District 11 AA semis the last few years, and they lost. Well, they stopped that trend this year. They are playing for a title against number 1 seed Schuylkill Haven at Coca-Cola Park in Allentown, the home of Russ Kanzler and the Iron Pigs. Did you know over 4 million medals will be given out over the next few weeks of spring? I can't even finish or get through that sentence. I don't know the exact number of medals that will be given out during this time of year, but I do know at least 2 were awarded over the weekend at the PIAA State Track and Field Championships. Hazleton area's Emily Malone, who won her first District 2 gold medals in her senior year, also won her first state medal. Malone finished 7th in the state in the AAA 100-meter dash. She ran 100 meters in 12.57 seconds. It takes me that long just to get off of the couch. Now, Tamaqua's Morgan Boyle, she took 6th place in the AA javelin competition. She threw over 133 feet. Boyle will be on the season finale of Out of Left Field, and Malone is on a current episode of Out of Left Field airing on SSPTV, and it's also available at ssptv.com. Mondays can be rough, but you can end them on a high note. Seafood night at Bottlenecks. Choose from crab, clam, shrimp, and lobster specials, such as their little neck clams in garlic butter, only $1.95 a dozen, or handmade crab cake platter for only $8.95.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, St. Jude Parish will be holding their International Fest on Saturday, May 30th and the 31st. They'll be having ethnic food, live entertainment, beer and wine, plus plenty of games and activities for kids. Kick off the summer in the Grove at St. Jude International Festival, held in Mountaintop. And one more quick announcement, a benefit golf tournament will be held for Aubrielle Marsicano on Sunday, June 28th at the Valley Country Club in Sugarloaf. Golfers and hole sponsors are now being accepted. For more information about this tournament, please contact the Valley Country Club Pro Shop, 570-788-1194. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Martha Reno of Hazel Township. Funeral is Thursday at 9 a.m. from the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Friends may call Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. Joseph J. Laro of Hazelton. Mass is Thursday at 11 a.m. at the Most Precious Blood Church. Friends may call Wednesday from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Leonard B. Jones of Drums. Funeral is Thursday at 11 a.m. from the Harmon Funeral Home. Friends may call Thursday from 10 to 11 a.m. Cecilia Woodring of McAdoo. Funeral is Saturday at 9:30 a.m. from the Stanley E. Anilowski Funeral Home. Friends may call Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. And Monica A. Hersey of Dillsburg. No local services were announced. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is James Ronsky of Mahanoy City. James, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
Thanks for watching FYI this Tuesday. If you're looking for breaking news, go to our Facebook page or standardspeaker.com, or go to both. That's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow. Take it easy, everyone.